You're standing at the edge of your childhood home, and you have a bucket in your hand. It's empty. It's always been empty. And someone you love is standing on the other side of the door, doing nothing. Just nothing. They're not coming out. They're not filling the bucket. They're not even acknowledging that you're standing there. And you have to decide, do you knock again? Or do you finally turn around and walk toward something you can't even see yet? They're not cruel all the time. That's the thing that keeps you there. If they were monsters, you could leave. If they were pure evil, you'd have walked away years ago and never looked back. But they're not. Sometimes, just often enough, there's a moment. A good day, a kind word, a fleeting second where they almost see you, where they laugh at your joke, or remember something you told them, or look at you with something that resembles warmth. And that moment becomes everything. You live off it for months. You store it like it's the last of something. Like if you don't hold it carefully enough, even the memory of it will disappear. You replay it in your head at 3 a.m. when the doubt creeps in. See, you tell yourself, they do love me. It's real. The love is in there somewhere. I just have to find the right way to reach it. So you go back. You try harder. You become smaller, quieter, louder, smarter, more successful, less demanding. Whatever version of yourself you think might finally get the water to flow. And every time the well stays dry, you tell yourself it was your fault. You didn't try the right way. You didn't reach deep enough. You didn't deserve the water. But you forget, because that good day, that one good day, it's still playing in your head. And you'd rather live off the memory of water than admit you're standing in a desert. Guilt comes first. It always comes first. It whispers constantly. Who are you to demand more? They fed you. They kept a roof over your head. They did their best. Other people had it worse. That voice has been running since you were small, long before you had words for what was missing. So every time you think about walking away, guilt wraps around your chest and squeezes. Leaving would mean you're the one who broke something. You're the ungrateful one, the one who gave up on family. Then there's the hope. And hope is crueler than guilt, because at least guilt knows what it is. Because sometimes, just sometimes, they almost show up. A text that feels warm. A holiday where things aren't terrible. A moment so close to normal that you convince yourself it's finally changing. And that tiny scrap of almost love is enough to keep you going back for another year, another decade, another lifetime of thirst. And underneath both of them is familiarity. The well is dry, but at least you know where the cracks are. You know how to survive it. You know the shape of the disappointment, the exact sound of a door closing before the love was supposed to come. Walking away means walking into empty space. No script, no map, no idea who you even are without this story. Then there's the part nobody talks about, the way other people make you feel crazy for struggling. Friends who meet your family once and say, "But they seem so normal." Partners who can't understand why you can't just set a boundary. The world sees a well that looks like a well, so the problem must be you. And maybe it is. Maybe you're the broken one. Maybe you're asking for too much. Maybe water was always there, and you just couldn't see it. 3 chains: guilt, hope, familiarity. And then the one nobody names, the one wrapped around your mouth, the silence of knowing nobody else sees what you see. Here's the thing nobody tells you about standing at a dry well your whole life. You don't just stay thirsty. You become the thirst. You start showing up to every other relationship with an empty bucket, expecting them to fill it. Your friends, your partners, eventually your own children if you're not careful. You look at the people who love you and you think, finally, here is water. And you hand them your bucket, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and it's never enough. Because it was never their job to fill what your family left empty. But you don't know that. You just know you're desperate, and they're here, and why won't they just love you enough to make the thirst stop? And slowly, without noticing, you become brittle. You become impatient with people who can't read your mind. You become suspicious of kindness, because kindness from the well was always a trap. You start pushing people away right when they get close, because closeness has only ever meant one thing. Eventually, the water stops. You made a silent agreement with the dry well years ago. You said, "I will keep coming back to you if you let me survive." But there was a part of the agreement you couldn't read yet. It said, "And you will carry me with you everywhere you go. You will become me. You will expect dryness from everyone. You will bring dryness to everyone. The well isn't just behind you, it's inside you now. And the worst part is, you don't even realize you're doing it until someone you love starts looking at you the way you've been looking at your family for years, like you're the one who's dry." If you leave, if you stop running back to the well one more time, if you stop believing this time will be different, if you finally turn around and face the desert, it's not going to feel like relief, not at first. It's going to feel like grief, like you're the one who broke something, like you're the one who gave up. You'll miss them on their good days, the version of them that made you believe, just for a moment, that the water was real. You'll wonder if you made a mistake. That's not weakness. That's love, still alive in you, not knowing where to go, now that the only place it was allowed to go is closed. But here's what else I know. Walking away from a dry well isn't giving up on them. It's finally choosing not to die of thirst anymore. It's deciding that your love, the love you've been carrying to people who couldn't receive it, deserves somewhere to go, somewhere it can land, somewhere it can finally, actually, grow. You don't have to hate them to leave. You don't have to make them monsters to walk away. You can love them and still know the well is dry. You can love them and still stop bringing the bucket. The desert is real. I won't tell you it isn't. Walking away means walking through it for a while, maybe for longer than you want, with nothing but the memory of thirst and the terrifying freedom of no longer believing the water was ever coming. But here's the thing about deserts. They end, not because you find an oasis, but because eventually you learn to carry your own water. And somewhere along the way, you look up and realize you're not standing in the same place anymore. You're just walking. And the walking is yours now.